Happy KenKen August 10th, Sunday, everyone. Hope you're having a good weekend. Apologies again for my mishap and reshoot last week. I genuinely thought that we were recording, but we weren't. And I was talking to no one, making good progress in the puzzle, but no one could see it. So I had to do a reshoot. Thanks for your patience on that one. What do we have this week? This has to be 1, 3, 5 in some order. For anyone curious, this is the printout of the KenKens from the New York Times official reprint. Here's the real puzzle, the real paper, just to show anyone who might care. I am still getting the real paper, but this is easier for the videos, at least for me. What do we have? 2, 2, 5, 1, 4, 5. Hmm. 5, 3, 6, 2, 7, 1. Everything goes in there. What is this? It's 7 times 12. So 7, 4, 3 or 7, 6, 2. I guess we know a 7 has to go in there, right? 42. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Yeah. So if there's a 7 down here, we know that there's a 7 here to cover this row. And then this is 7 times 12, so 7, 6, 2 or 7, 4, 3. We'll go in there. Where's the 5? The 5 would have to go in here or here in this bottom row, because I can't put a 5 here, 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 here. It would have to go down here somewhere. I'm not seeing a ton of low-hanging fruit. I'm seeing this area, which is maybe a good candidate for adding everything up, but there's so many minuses that that'll be hard. I guess the 6 can't go here, so this can't be a 1. So the 1 would have to go in here or in here, which both work. Sorry, I didn't pause for a quick camera adjustment. Looking, if the 4 is gone, this can't be, no, that's not what was I looking at? Oh, here, the 7's gone, so this can't be 7, 3. The 3 can't go in here is what I'm saying. Which is nice for this, but could also go here. This could be the 3, and that could be a 4. Where does, how are my 7s? 1, 2, 3. I can't put a 7. Oh, here. Where does the 7 go in the first column? No, no, no. Maybe, no. So there's our 7. Makes that a 2. I guess, what does that mean? This is not 2, 2, 5 anymore, right? The options here were 4, 5, 1 or 5, 2, 2, but this 2 blocks the 2, 2, 5 from happening. So this is 1, 4, 5. not 225. What else do we know about our sevens? It doesn't go here. No. Oh, well, it's going to go 7-6 or 7-6 or 7-1. I guess. Yeah, we're still. The 6 is going. One of these is going to be a 6, right? We don't have a 6 here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So it could go 6-7, 6-2, 6-7. Don't have it yet. Boy, I am pretty stymied. I'm not logically seeing a whole bunch of things to play with. I mean, I don't know. I'll write down this 84 is 7-6-2 or 7-4-3. I think that 2, I would put the 2 there, and this would be 7-6. That could work. 7-4. I put the 4 here. 7-3 would work. I don't know. Do I need to play with the 60 already? 12 times 5. 20 times 3. There's a lot of combos there. And we just don't have that much to eliminate. I mean, maybe the 1 here means a 1 goes in here. But that's, I mean, that's an early swipe at a guess. Where's the 5? The 5 is going to go down here. Because no. This could be 5-2. This can't be 5-4, but it can be 5-6. There's a lot of open field here. I don't know. I'm flailing. I'm definitely struggling trying to figure out where we go from here. Like, I can put in 1-3 here in pencil and see what happens. I can put in 6-2 here in pencil and see what happens, see if something breaks. But like, it feels early to do that because there's just so much flexibility in the puzzle that it's not clear that anything will break anytime soon. I moved the puzzles because I think I just want to look at all the 60 possibilities for some reason. I don't know. 60 equals, I want to make sure you can see everything. 5 times 4, that's 20 times 3 times 1. There's so many different ways to break this up. Just break up the 4, 5, 3, 2, 2. This could be a 12 here. Change this from a 4-3 to a 6-2. 6-5, 2-1. What else are we missing? What do we know? Well, I do think that's all of them, unless I'm making a terrible mistake. Oh, there is, okay. Where does the 7 go in this column? Because it's not going in here. No, no, no. Maybe, and it's not going in here because of this. So we actually, that's our 7. And then 2, 6, it would have to go 6, 2, fine. Or 4, 3, 3, 4, fine. The other thing we know, because of this 2, it can't be 5, 3, 2, 2, because I need 2 2s, and this would block one of them. So we know that there's a 1 in both solutions and there's a 5 in both solutions. And there's a 1 here, so there's a 1 in one of these cells going across. And the 5, we still don't, there's a 5 in here, but we don't know where. And then the other numbers are either 2, 6 or 4, 3. What does that do for us? It means this can't be a 3. If this can't be a 1 anymore, so this can't be a 3, okay? This can't be 1, 5 anymore, but it could still be 2, 6 or 3, 7. Just not giving us a lot. I'm still looking for anything. With these pairs, I'm a little intrigued, but I don't know. Again, the 7s are making some progress on the 7s. So like I can't put a 7 here. No, no. I could put a 7 here. I can't put a 7 here. And I could put a 7 here. It would have to go 7, not 4, 1, but 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. So this, in this last column, the 7 can only go here or here. That would force the 6 to go here. I don't know. I don't got nothing. I'm pretty stuck. I'm getting desperate. I'm just, because we kind of know this is 7, 6, 2 or 7, 4, 3. But whichever those are, they would have to go in a certain way. So like if it was 7, 4, 3, the 4 can't go in here. So the 4 would have to go there. And the 3 would have to go there. But if it's 7, 6, 2, this 2 blocks this. So it would have to go, the 6 would have to go there. And the 2 would have to go there. So it's just telling me that like the only things that could go in this square are 2 and 3. The only thing that could go in this square is 4 and 6 if, you know, one of the two choices, 7, 6, 2 or 7, 4, 3, got picked. It's kind of just showing me, I guess, what the possibilities are as I continue to struggle here. So the 6, no, 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 no. Oh, there's something. Finally. Where does the 6 go? No, 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 no. If I put the 6 here, this has to be a 2 and that breaks. So the 6 has to go here. This has to be 4, 6. All right, well, that's something. And then this is not a 4 because of this 4. This is not a 4. The 4 has to go there, which means this is not a 4 anymore. So I can't, is this right? So yeah, the 4 can't go in here anymore because of this 4 blocking these. This 4 blocks these. 7, 4, 3 is now out. It's 7, 6, 2. I don't know. Just anything feels like progress. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let's look here. What are we missing? 1, 2. We need a 3 somewhere. Okay, all of these. The 5. 5 can't go in here. Okay. So the 5 is gonna go in one of those two. So now we know in the 60, we had to have a 1, got it, it's in one of these, and we had to have a 5, got it, it's in one of these. And that means the 2 and the 6, or the 3 and the 4 will just be in the leftover squares. This can only be a 1 or a 3, right? Because like the 3 could go in here, but if it does, that means the 1 goes in here. And the 1 could go in here, but if it does, that means the 3 goes in here. So either way, this like isn't 6, 2 anymore because of the 6 and the 2 being in the same column. So this is 1, 3 no matter what. So what does that do? This, we've known 7, 3 is out for a while. It's still out. 6, 2 still works. 5, 1 is out because of this. So this is 6, 2. And the only number missing here is 5 in this row. Gosh, we kind of knew that already. As soon as I put the 5s in here, I could have said, where does the 5 go in this column? And it wasn't going to go here anymore because we got our 5. And it could go in there. No, and the 5 doesn't go in here. But even though I missed that, a few things now are happening. The 2s are gone. So first, this can only be 1, 2, no, 2, 4, no, or 3, 6. There's a 6 here, so we can actually place that. The other thing that happened with these 2s going away is this is no longer a choice for the 60. I can't put a 2 in here anymore. So the answer for the 60 is 1, 3, 4, 5. So for this column, we need the 1 and the 4 because the 3 and the 5 are already taken. So the 1 has to go there, right? We needed a 1 in this column. This blocks the top square, so the 1 goes there. And then in this column, we're also missing the 4. And then this is not a 1 anymore. We still need the 3 and the 5. So the 3 and the 5 go here. That forces this 3 makes this a 1. That's our 3. This 4 makes that a 6, makes that the 4. The 1 has to go in here, which means this is not a 1 anymore. 7, that's a 1. These are not 1s because that means the 1 goes there. Okay. I'm not feeling as hopeless as I felt before. Is that a good thing? Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh man, I had so much momentum and then I ran into a brick wall. We're missing the 3 and the 5 here. So this is 3 or 5. 3, 2 works, 3, 4 works. 5, 6 is out, 5, 4 works. What goes in here? 7, 5 works, 6, 4 is out, 5, 3 works, 4, 2 is out, 3, 1 is out. Does that mean the 5 goes here? Did I just figure that out? Let's go forwards. 1, 3 is out, 2, 4 is out, 3, 5 works, 4, 6 is out, 5, 7 works. All right, the 5 goes in here somewhere. It's either 3, 5 or 5, 7. That means this is not a 5 anymore. What's going here? 1, 5 is out, 2, 6 works, 3, 7 works. Never mind. This, right, the only numbers we're missing are 3 and 7. Whatever goes in here, the other goes in here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I screw this up? No, this came after. So this 3, I'm losing it. What happened was the 5 here, no, we knew this was either 3, 5 or 5, 7. The 5 goes in here. Because the 5 goes in here, that forced this to become a 3, and this became the 5. As soon as this became a 3, though, this couldn't be 3, 5 anymore. So the only answer there is 3, 7, or 5, 7. I'm losing it. 5, 7. And then the only number missing from this row is the 2. Whew, that was... I almost had a minor heart attack. This 2 makes that a 6, makes that a 2. Here, if we have a 2, we need 10 more to make 12. It's not 5, 5. It's not 6, 4, because the 4 is gone. So this has to be 7, 3 in some order. Now, 1, 5 is out. 2, 6 works. 3, 7 is out. 2, 6 goes in here. There's a 6 here. What else? Come on, we're close. This was a hard puzzle, but we are close. Do we not know this yet? 1, 4 is out. 2, 5 works. 3, 6 is out. 4, 7 is out. So it's 2, 5. That's the only thing left, right? 1, 4 is out. 2, 5 works. 3, 6 is out. 4, 7 is out. This is 2, 5. And there's a 2 here. So we can place it. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. Of course it's a 4 because we only have a 3 and a 5 left here. So of course both of those are going to work. Fantastic. Oh, but this 3, 5 here means this is not a 5. That's our 7. That's our 5. This 7 makes that a 4, makes that a 7. We're missing 2 numbers in a row here. That would be 3 and 4. There's a 4 here. So we can place it. What do we got? This is going to be 1, 7. Yeah, because I have no other place to put the 1. No. This is 1, 7. and there's a 7 here, so we can put it in. This 1 makes that a 5. This 5 makes that a 1. This 5 makes this a 3, makes that the 5. This 7 makes that a 3, makes that a 7. This 5 makes this a 3. We're looking for 2 numbers next to each other that also are not called out in these columns yet. 5 and 6. There's no 5 here, and there's no 6 here. Oh, we did it. That was hard. But we got there. Have a good weekend, everybody.